All right, we are back with episode 3 of the podcast. I'm just joined today with my only co-host, Mr. Master Spoon. How you doing today, Spoon?
Oh, I'm doing well, Dom. I'm doing well.
As always, doing well. So you're back at school. Give the people an update. They want to know how was the
Uh,
ride down? What's new in life?
we're back. 12 and a half hour drive. Drove straight from 6 p.m. till 6:30 a.m. So kind of a long one.
Jeez.
Still trying to recover a little bit, but you know what? The room's getting all set up. We got some nice lights in here now. It's all coming
Classes
together.
start? Classes start yet?
Classes started Monday, so
Ew. All right.
we're back in the grind.
Back on the grind. He's back. I'm officially never going back. Thanks for rubbing it in.
You're welcome. Dom lives in his dad's basement.
How's the new PC setup? How's the new PC setup?
It's actually been awesome so far.
All right.
Um, Yeah. Put the external GPU inside a rig. So recommend that for all of you eGPU users out there. Uh,
I just meant at
don't.
school, but
Yeah.
okay.
Well, it's been good. It's been good.
All right. Well, that's good to hear for everybody. All right. So let's get into our first topic. Fortnite had an update today, and
Yeah.
you can no longer turbo build, but
Well,
but they did add in a little Borderlands Pandora area, and I'd say pretty well done.
Um, well, you know where I stand on Fortnite building, and I think you partially agree with it in that I think building has gotten kind of out of control a little bit, and I kind of actually probably am a minority who says, "Ooh, man, maybe this is a good change because now it's going to stop people from being as sweaty as humanly possible." But at this point, I think building's already going to be still fast enough where it's not going to really affect the newer players, but only the really good players. So, kind of a questionable decision, honestly.
Yeah, and I tried it, and it's noticeable at some points, but even still, it's only going to be noticeable to like a small percentage of the population who can build so fast and
Correct.
just get as high as they can as possible. But at the same time, that's Fortnite's like bread and butter. That's what makes them different. I don't know what the pro scene is going to look like after this with
Yeah,
like a slower style of
I
building. It's going
mean,
to be really interesting.
that first tournament will be interesting to see with this change. I mean, like I said, everybody's at a disadvantage. So it's not like, some people get fast building, some people don't, but it's definitely a curve that these guys are going to have to, adapt to a little bit. And like I said, for the guys who are either just getting into the game or who aren't that good, I really don't think it's going to affect them more. So when you see all these streamers complaining about it, I think it's more of their issue than our issue.
I definitely agree. So what, in terms of like we talked a couple weeks ago and how Fortnite is just like impossible to get into for just a casual gamer. Do we think this is going to open up a door for those types of people or
The door is still closed in my opinion because yes, you can't crank 90s anymore, but that doesn't mean you can't just absolutely delete someone in building. And look, you're never like that's the beauty of video games, right? People are better than other people, so that skill gap should be there. But um again, I think the only way to draw in that crowd of new players is to have what we said, kind of like an easier mode to get people into the game because right now it's still super hard game to
I
get
agree
into.
with that. Yeah, it is very
But
difficult. But yeah, I think this opens the door a little bit because it's not
mm,
like building is, oh my God, how do you build that fast? Like, it kind of gives
right.
them, I don't know, an more even playing field to get on.
But we're always talking about casual, and you played some casual Fortnite today, correct?
Very casual Fortnite player at this point because I just can't build and my aim's not there anymore.
Right.
But I did go to the new Borderlands marketing little thing they got going on because we talked about Epic Games. Borderlands 3 is going to be on Epic Games.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think honestly, great. It was so fun, dude. It got me so hyped for Borderlands because the texture of it and
Right.
opening a chest,
Yeah,
it
that
was
black.
just
So tell me a little bit about it. So what is the premise of it? What do you do?
It's just little. It's just Pandora. It's just like a little.
Just Pandora?
Yeah, and you get shield regeneration, kind of like I think if I don't know what exactly why you get it in that area, but you still get shield regeneration and
Is it a battle royale or is it
yeah, it's still
like
battle royale.
okay, okay,
I mean, it's just part of the map,
yeah,
but the chests are different. Like the chests are like opening a chest in the game.
Borderlands,
Yeah,
very
unreal,
cool.
very
Now,
cool.
I think this is a good little stunt by Borderlands, little marketing, because what better way to promote your game than putting it in the most polarizing game out there right now? Great idea. I think it's going to get people very excited about the new Borderlands. I know we were already super excited about it,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
this might just give it a little extra hype if it didn't have it already.
Oh, I definitely agree. I think. I mean, on release, I know we're pumped about it, but dude, the game like is just gonna be amazing, and that comes out what September 13th.
Something like that, middle of
Yeah.
September.
Oh my
But
God, it's coming
you
up.
know,
It's coming up a lot
it
quicker than I
really
think we
is.
do.
Really friggin' fast, and that's awesome. I'm super stoked for it. And I think they've had a lot of time to work with this. The pre-sequel came out what 4 or 5 years ago, so
Yeah, long time ago.
little to no excuse for a bad game in my opinion, and I don't think it will be a bad game
No, I
by
don't
any
think they've
stretch.
made a bad one yet. So
Right,
let's just see how it all plays out. I'm
for sure,
excited. I think the teaser getting me hyped though. Just seeing that little
absolutely.
robot motherfucker again, it's good to see.
Claptrap, baby.
Good to see the guy. Um, but yeah, just looking to a new game. Kind of
So
sick.
again,
Kind of sick of
Fortnite
League.
oldies. Fortnite coming into the news again in a little better way than last time, but
Hmm.
in a bad way
It's
too.
a debate.
So
Yeah, it's a debatable
yeah,
thing. I don't know if it's good or bad. Honestly, I think pro play. It's gonna shake up pro play a lot, but the majority
definitely.
of people playing aren't pros. So we'll see what everybody thinks about it.
Sure.
All right, so let's get into the new topic. We got Overwatch started their new season 2 weeks ago, I think, and implemented role queue, so you can queue up for support, tank, or DPS. And I personally love it because fighting for roles in Overwatch is absolutely miserable. And I think just like queuing up, it's like, oh, I want to try the new hero. Like, I'll just queue up for tank, and then you only got to compete with one other person for the hero you like. I mean, it might make queue times longer for some positions, but like that's the same for any game. In League, if you queue up for mid, it's gonna take a little longer than queuing up for support. So I don't know. I'm totally into it. I thought it was a blast. I'm personally out of the Overwatch game, but I thought it's a really good change for them to make.
And I love the point you brought up about League because that's exactly where I was going. Overwatch should have been treating their roles like League did. When you join a match, you need to know where you're going, you need to know what you're playing, and you need to prepare yourself for team comps. And when kids were able to just pick Hanzo and Widowmaker and just screw their team over, you know, it just made the game kind of unplayable at some points, especially in those lower elos. But awesome decision. Little late, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean they're 12
I think
seasons in. It could have
yeah,
come.
12 seasons in, it's kind of come on. They could have come out with that earlier, but nonetheless, Overwatch has still got a very strong community around it, and I think a lot of the pro players and a lot of the Overwatch diehards are gonna really like this change, and
Well, actually, I was just thinking about that, and gonna bring me to my next point. A lot of the pro teams are not super happy about it because some of the
really,
comps people ran in the pro circuit was like not the two standard 2-2-2. A couple of them ran something completely different than a 2-2-2. They ran like maybe like or three supports and two tanks and one DPS. So yeah, it was different for a lot of the Overwatch leagues, and it shook it up a lot. I think it made it more even around teams and stuff, but a little less exciting because the creativity with the comps is down.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's something I didn't even really think about, and I'm not, I haven't been super into Overwatch lately. It's been a while since I've been grinding that game, but I think that's kind of a work in progress. At least they implemented it now, and we'll see where that kind of goes. But I don't know. Who knows? Maybe
I
I'll
think
get back into that game.
overall good positive
Great,
change for
yeah,
them.
especially
So
for the casual community.
yeah, if you're just trying to like one trick a champ, you're way more likely to get it.
Right, right, right.
So definitely good to see.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was kind of it. I mean, there's not really a whole lot to hit on that one. So,
No, no.
all
Quick
right.
trip.
Yeah, quick but good, quick but effective and big.
Yes.
But so let's move on. So Tim Longo, the Halo Infinite creative director. Holy, that's such a tongue twister. Tim Longo, Halo Infinite creator, left the company, and Halo is still set to release in 2020. What? Like, this is a
uh,
bad. I think it's a really bad sign for them.
this sucks because I think we all have been kind of waiting for this next Halo, and even for those who aren't super into Halo, like this new one has a lot of promise, and it also has like a lot of ground to make up after the past couple. And so badly do I want to see this game do well. But seeing this is probably not a great sign. The only good news out of all that is that the release date has not changed, but that is kind of good and bad because if they try to rush this with a new creative director, who the hell knows what they might release? I don't really know why he left. Um, but I don't know. I think this is not the best sign.
No,
And I
I
I
think
really
that's.
hope they can get their shit together in the next year, essentially, because that's when it's going to come out.
I think
And
there's a couple signs leading that this game was not like it's kind of a sketchy like risk for a lot of people to like not only buy but like invest hours into just because
right,
they didn't have any gameplay at E3. Like that's a red flag to me. I'm like, you got to show me something to get me excited about this game.
mm.
And then the creative director leaves, and then I don't know. You just got a bunch of different things that are like kind of hinting that this game might not go that great for them. So,
And that's tough. That's a tough pill to swallow for the Halo fans because, like I said, there hasn't been much for them in the past, 5 6 years, really. Uh so who knows? Let's just hope for the best on that one. Um, But I was personally really excited for it just because they were finally going to drop it for PC. But again, we really haven't heard jack shit about this game,
yeah.
and it's a release in 12 months. So
I mean,
hopefully they'll go ahead.
I feel like the months leading up like is when the hype really starts, but like 3 months out, maybe something like that. But right now it's kind of hard to get a little hype going. It's kind of far out for that, I feel like, but I don't know. I'm rooting for it. I was a big Halo fan when I was younger, so
Yeah, and that says a lot, though. I think that's the case with a lot of people. A lot of people were fans when they were younger, but not really anymore because they haven't been given anything. And
I mean, I stopped playing it like Halo 3, so
yeah, but that was Halo 3 and I think what 4 and then
Halo Reach, yeah,
Reach and then
yeah.
4 or whatever. That was, that was kind of it.
Mhm.
Because I think Bungie became not a part of Halo after Reach or right after, I don't know. But yeah, so hope for the best on that one.
Yeah, definitely agree. All right. So moving on. I don't think this platform is gonna hold Halo, but the Google Stadia is set to release in a couple months, I think, right?
Yeah, let's see here. This is something that actually popped up on my Google feed. Um, and it caught my eye because I feel like I've played something like this, and I have. And this is set to release in November, actually, so very soon. This is essentially Google's version of Shadow Play,
Right.
and it's essentially their own controller. They're going to have AAA games, but you're going to be streaming them from a server somewhere else. And from what it appears on the games list, they're all going to be single player titles. And I think a big component of that and why you're not going to see online play is input lag.
Uh,
And Shadow, which I used for about a week, struggled with that very hard, even in the best connections. You are still getting a little input lag, and everybody knows that's kind of like the worst thing. Trying to play a game with literal input lag in a competitive game like Apex or Fortnite is just nearly impossible. So probably a wise move for them to just release solo titles. But what do you think on the matter?
I think nowadays like single player games just aren't even like popular at all. Like I
Mm,
even in like a game that should be single player, like let's say like Monster Hunter, like could be easily a single player game, just not that popular with people's day and age. Like everybody wants to play together. They all want to like, you know, get online, hop in with your friends, chat about the game, give your thoughts,
exactly.
and I just think it's gonna miss the mark pretty heavy for a lot of people. And I don't think
And
that's hard to see coming, but it kind of stinks. But I don't know. It's not gonna even come close to competing with like Xbox or PlayStation. I don't think it's even gonna be remotely close.
no, I don't know. It's I don't know what the market is for that because what kids don't have an Xbox or PS4? Why is this necessary? You know what I mean? I know it's cheap and there are some good titles on there, but why would you buy something that has such few titles? Probably gonna have input lag,
The games are gonna be
have
the
to
same.
stream.
Like the
But
games are gonna be exactly the same.
yes, but why buy it? I guess is what I say. What would be a reason to buy it?
It's cheap.
It's cheap, but at this point you can get an Xbox One for like under $300, you know?
Yeah, that's very
And
true.
obviously
I don't really see this doing well at all.
and
I don't
obviously
even know why they're really going this direction. I don't know.
yeah,
I don't really get it. From Google, it's weird.
it is weird. So I don't know. Like I said, I played Shadow. It just streaming just is
Also
never
by Google, right?
Shadow. I'm
Yeah.
not. I don't know if it's by Google or not. But it just didn't work for me. It was laggy. I mentioned the input lag. The resolution would cut in and out. You had to have pretty freaking good internet connection, and
Up here in
I
Maine.
just really don't see it going anywhere soon. I think Nvidia tried to release a console not too long ago called the like Nvidia Shield, and it was kind of similar. I think it actually didn't use like legit games. It was more Android games you could play on your TV. But I mean, that thing crashed so bad. No one wanted to buy that. So I think cheap consoles aren't really the answer. I think kids want to play online with their friends. I think we all want that.
Yeah.
So I don't really see this going very far.
Yeah, and the game titles are, I mean, it's Borderlands. Football Manager was like the big one they released today. They're like, "Oh my god, dude. Football Manager. Nobody plays it on regular consoles. Maybe they'll play it on this one." I don't even I don't know. It's just kind of a weird, it seems like a waste of money to me
Yeah, big time. Big
from
time. So
Google. All
see
right.
where that one goes.
And here we are. One of my favorite segments we do. One of the only segments we do. Shitbag of the week.
Well, last week, Twitch stole the show.
Yep.
Absolutely fucked with Ninja. They're killing themselves. But this week we got an even more fun one, and I love this one because I personally want to see this game just get eliminated from the planet because of their stupid fucking devs.
Yeah.
Essentially, what we're dealing with is people in the forums going off on the devs, which is, in my opinion, okay at this point since EA has given no shits and Respawn has given no shits about Apex. And how does Apex devs respond? By calling their fan base, their player base, like asshats.
Yeah.
Literally in the forums, devs calling players asshats. Not a great look.
Not a great look to say the least, but you know, I don't even know where to start with this one. This one is so weird to me. It's like, oh, all our fans are like hating on us, and but still like paying money to play our game and like still giving us money to play our game. Let's call them idiots. Like who is over at Respawn like, yep, that's gonna get him back. Like that's it. I don't get it. It's just like doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever.
I got some great quotes here. So this comes from CNET, and it says Respawn Entertainment CEO apologized on Monday after members of the development team referred to some Apex Legends players as freeloaders and called one person a quote unquote dick. So
Freeloaders, yeah, that's it.
freeloaders. Okay. Let me tell you something, Respawn, EA, bullshit. If you're going to release a free game, you have to understand that it should be free. And if you're going to have in game purchases that players still buy, you can't call them fucking freeloaders. You made your game free.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the stupidest insult I've ever heard.
Yeah, the
And
game
number
the game
two,
the name free is in the game. So,
literally, and number two, you cannot just insult your fan base for giving you criticism, which you very well deserve.
yeah.
Just it's so defensive on EA's part
Yeah, just
and
makes it
Respawn.
honestly just makes them look so bad.
So fucking bad.
So just like, as my professional advice goes, don't shit on your fans.
Don't shit on your fans. Stop being the R word.
Yeah, okay, that's improvement out of you.
Thank you. But realistically, Apex is doing an awesome job handing the reins over to Fortnite again, just making sure they don't give them any competition.
Yeah, no no
So,
no competition is
so
coming.
that's our shit bag of the week. Twitch, you're off the hook this week, but I'm sure we'll see you soon.
Yeah. But on the other hand, I was watching the League NA finals, LCS finals, and at one point it had like 900,000 viewers. So
On Apex,
no, on League.
Fortnite.
No,
Oh,
League.
League.
Yeah.
League. Wow.
800,000 viewers for that. I was
I'm
like,
telling you, man.
holy crap.
Yeah,
Like,
that's pretty good, man.
so Twitch, not all bad. And
Not
the
all bad.
WoW, all right, this is going to bring also kind of segue us into our next topic. Dude, WoW Classic had like
Wow.
350,000 viewers at one point on one guy's stream for WoW Classic. Like, dude, the hype for this game is ridiculous. It just spans so many generations because it's like the 30-year-olds who were like the hardcore gamers in their basement when they were like 16 to like people our age and then younger kids like, oh my god, I want to play this because this is what older people played when I was this age. So it's
Yep.
like absolutely crazy to me that
And
so many people are like hopping on this train.
and don't forget the other like 900,000 in the queues waiting to play.
Yeah.
Um, pretty cool to see all the hype around that game. Pretty nice to see a change in pace in the industry, in my opinion. WoW players have been waiting for this for a long time. I'm personally not a WoW player, but I everybody I know has told me that this game is like the game. So pretty cool. See that, see the response. I know our buddy Gavin literally pulled an all nighter, at least slept on stream
Yeah.
until he was literally in lobby. And I know Nick stayed up all night last night playing, and I'm pretty sure that's why he's not doing the podcast this week. But
Oh, shots
uh,
fired.
shots fired. But it's a big game. It's a big game.
Yeah, good for wow. Good for
Good
wow.
for WoW.
Um
Nice.
okay. So this brings us to another one of my all-time favorite segments, top 3. So
Top three.
Spoon picked the theme for this week. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't have any serious things for it. So Spoon, I'll let you take it over.
Well, we're gonna do the top three game skins from any game, any title. Our top three. So for me, starting off, number one, I'm gonna go with the Halloween Overwatch skin for the Reaper, the pumpkin head one.
Ooh.
I think that skin was so fresh when it came out, and still to this day holds up as one of the coolest skins.
Okay. All right. That's a good pick. I guess. Um, God, dude, I don't even. I'm gonna have to go with um the gold gun camo in Call of Duty for
Oh,
getting like
that's good.
Call of Duty 4 for getting like so many headshots.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it's funny you bring that up because my number two was going to be the tiger print in Black Ops 1. That skin, and I think it was also in, I believe, Modern Warfare 2, but I specifically remember it Black Ops 1 tiger print. So dope. And it was hard to
Yeah.
get.
Yeah, definitely a solid pick.
Well, we got seventh and eighth, Tom.
Yeah. Well, I'm not focusing on this, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna try and I'm gonna leave. I need to see some league skins because I know there's a league skin. I'm be like, I'm gonna see it and be like, damn it. Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
all right. I'm gonna go. I don't even know, dude. I think I'm gonna have to go with Fnatic Corky when he's in like the floating UFO thing.
Ooh,
I don't know
okay.
why, but I just like Fnatic as a fan, and that skin is pretty dope.
I like that. Good
And
pick.
I'm like really trying not to pick any Fortnite skins, but it's
Oh, I didn't even think about Fortnite
just
skins.
so many. But I think
I
they're
mean,
all stupid.
honorable mention has to be like John Wick for sure.
Eh.
Just so iconic.
I didn't
But
like it until I liked it, and then they remade it with like Keanu, and
mm,
you're like, "Ugh, it's just not, doesn't feel the same anymore."
number three for me is going to be kind of a nostalgic pick, but also still a very good skin. It comes from League of Legends, and it is the Dunk Master Darius.
Uh,
And that was the first skin I ever bought, and still one of the most cocky in your face skins in the game, and I love it.
yeah, that's a good pick.
Honorable mention though, Armor of the Fifth Age Dark.
The purple one.
Yeah, love that shit.
Oh, my last one. I did really bad at this one. I don't have any really good skins come to mind, but I'm gonna go with Uncle Rise, the one where he's dressed up like Uncle Sam. It's a good one. It's a
That's a
good
good
one.
one. That's a good one.
Or not
Very American.
Blitzcrank. Definitely not Blitzcrank.
That's a good one
Where he
too.
literally just has the glasses on, and Riot's like,
Broloff. Broloff's pretty
"Oh, bro,
sweet.
that's great." But like Riot's just like, "Yeah, we can pass that off and sell it for money." It's like,
Rusty Blitzcrank, the worst skin in the game.
yeah, there's a
Um,
couple of them that are pretty terrible.
yes, for sure.
So
Well,
on that note, are we gonna sign off here?
I think that's it. Pretty short episode for you guys, but
Yeah, short
also
episode. We did a lot. Nothing
a man
super in
short.
depth, but all
Hey,
right.
it's summer. Not a lot out yet. New games coming in the fall.
Yeah, for sure.
Borderlands
Once the
hype
fall comes,
on
yeah.
the way. Let's go,
All
baby.
right, Team Move, we're out.
Peace.